He was the star of family TV entertainment during the 1970s, and in the last few years he's returned to the screen with a whole new generation of fans. Basil Brush, who's celebrated his 50th birthday this year, has also recorded a Christmas single for charity, and the video of the single has been produced by three men from Sleaford. Simon Spark has the story.
As December begins, the Christmas singles start to compete. But is there really any competition this year when there's this festive beauty to behold? Basil Brush with this almost emotional version of White Christmas.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas.
The idea came about because Basil and DJ Mike Reid are currently in Panto together in Windsor.
I think you could have a number one.
Well, I've often had number twos, but I've never had number ones.
But then someone much closer to home got involved. When Chris Clark from Sleaford and his team, Dan and Richard, were asked to help film the video, they jumped at the chance like foxes in a henhouse.
We've worked with him a few times now. I think at first, before you meet Basil, it's natural to be intimidated by his fame. But when you meet him, he makes you feel so at ease.
Well, you lot were taking so long to set up.
Yeah, sorry.
You and your flipping light.
Our way or his way. It's always his way. So you know, you're best sort of doing what he says. Yeah.
In the 70s, the Basil Brush Show was one of the most popular programmes on television.
What a thrill! I've got shivers up my brush.
Through the ages, he's met many stars, even this one.
About me as well.
I heard a lot about you, I tell you, and all of it's very good.
I hope so.
He's just given me a cheque for £5. I had to say that. Boom, boom.
And his 50th birthday was celebrated with a proper interview with Simon McCoy on the news channel.
Let's start by saying you don't look 50.
Well, thank you very much. Neither do you, even though you're much older than that.
And of course, he's still popular enough to guest appear on Strictly's It Takes Two.
It's Basil Brush!
So no wonder there were nerves getting everything right for this video.
I think the biggest challenge was getting the trampoline over a hedge.
A lot of work we've got to do on the trampoline, though, at the moment. It's not looking its best, sadly.
No.
It's meant to look brand new.
Yeah. The result, considering what it was just amazing.
With every Christmas card I write.
Basil Brush's White Christmas is already available to download, with all proceeds going to the Shooting Star Chase Children's Hospice. Simon Spark, BBC Look North, Sleaford.
Merry Christmas.
Basil, whose video has been produced in Sleaford. Well, I've been talking to the fox himself about his Christmas hit. Basil, good evening to you. How are you, Basil? Where are you?
Hello, 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 hello. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas with Basil Brush's number one.
Well, in your dreams, of course. How does it feel to be a recording star, then?
Well, I've got to say, I mean, no one's more surprised about being a recording star than my good self. Although I must say, after watching Dalton on The X Factor, how many high notes he was hitting, you know, I was thinking if I had to sing that, I'd have to squeeze some things very tightly and I'd be in hospital.
Well, you've got boom, boom. You've got every chance of getting to number one. Now, you're used to doing interviews, but you can't see me on this one. Now, is that a disadvantage?
Well, no, I'll have a close look, but I heard you had a very good face for radio, and I've got the legs for television, so between the two of us, and I'm not distracted by your good looks either.
Right. Well, and me neither. Now, who is your favourite interviewer? Because the nice Mr. McCoy got on very well with you. He liked working with you, didn't he?
Well, yes, and as you can see, I'm in the BBC newsrooms here, you know, and he was jolly splendid to me a few months ago on the BBC News channel. Here is News at 10. Bong! Basil Brush is number one. But recently I was with Zoe Ball on Strictly. I mean, she's very nice. I'd love to be interviewed, you know, by that magnificent Graham Norton.
Right, well, I'm sure now you've got a record out. I'm sure it'll happen. I'm sure it'll be happening.
But I don't want to be on his sofa. I want to be on that little red chair telling a story at the back so I can go, "Wah!" and be thrown backwards.
Now you have a Lincolnshire connection with your video. You should come up and see us in the studio one day in 2019. Will you do that?
I'm always open to invitations because, yes, myself and Mr. Chris Clark will probably have lots of little projects together because this has been such a success for us.
And just final question, how do you celebrate Christmas? Do you have turkeys and pigs in blankets?
No, I don't have anything in blankets, I can assure you of that. No, I shall be fast asleep because I'm so exhausted from pantomime. I shall be like this.
Well, listen, good luck with the single, which of course has got great Lincolnshire connections. Enjoy your pantomime. I'll be looking out for you to get to #1, Basil.
Boom, boom to you all up north.
Boom, boom. Thank you, Basil.
Thank you.
Well, that's Basil talking to me earlier, and we wish him well with his single. Don't forget, of course, if you've got a story, particularly a good news story, then drop me an email, give me the details, and also a phone number as well.